For wannabe buyers, the shortage of homes in the market, coupled with a surge in the competition from other purchasers, has led to bidding wars, cash offers, and no end to the sticker shock. A 6-month supply is considered as a balanced market between the buyer and the seller. In most of 2020 and 2021, we saw the supply between 1.5 to 2.5 months. So why is the housing inventory so low? For starters, demand is higher than usual. Historically low mortgage rates. 2020 and 2021 saw super low mortgage rates. The 30-year fixed was actually around 2.5% in second half of 2020 and first half of 2021. As of today, the rates are above 3%, actually close to 3.5%. However, they are still comparable to the 2019 rates. Yes, by now we all know that there was an exodus from the urban areas like big cities into suburbs. Remote working options increased, so people stayed in their homes more. They felt the need for a home office, a backyard, more rooms, more space, which is typical of houses in suburbs. These lifestyle changes increased demand for houses. There is an emergence of a new crop of buyers from the massive millennial generation who are now at the peak age of buying homes. Most of them are first-time home buyers. And of course, my fellow investors who competed fiercely to build their investment portfolios and leverage the historically low mortgage rates. So the demand is high, but why is the supply low? Let's start with the new construction. Builders have struggled with increasing building supply costs and a shortage of skilled labor. These factors also made it nearly impossible to make profit from entry-level homes. That's why most new constructions, at least in our areas, we see are mainly the luxury homes. Sellers are sitting on sidelines. The housing market appreciated by 20-something% in 2021. So if a seller had to sell and buy in the same market, most of their gains or profits from the sale of the house would be negated because they would have to buy a house elsewhere of a high value as well. In short, these sellers are not looking to be buyers. And if they opt to rent till the market stabilizes, hey, rent does not build any equity. So the rental cost is actually an expense that will also negate the profit from the sale. During the Omicron surge, about end of December to mid-January, we weren't even allowed to see many houses from inside, especially those that were rented. For reasons that either the occupants were exposed to COVID, or they were afraid of COVID, or they didn't have any motivation to show. The demographics have changed. We talked about the millennials increasing the demand. However, it's the baby boomers or the boomers generation that holds most of the real estate wealth throughout all generations. Before the prior bubble burst, the average time a person owned a home was 5 to 7 years before they moved on. Now it is 13 years. So baby boomers have decided to age in place. It's partly because some boomers are cautious about nursing homes in the COVID era. And also, of course, the unaffordability factor once they sell their home and need to buy another one. Also, because the interest rates were so low, many decided to refinance and use that money for home improvement projects. The market isn't distressed. There was an eviction moratorium ban if tenants did not pay their rents or homeowners did not pay their mortgages. Because of that, many homes that would have come on the market as foreclosures did not come. Also, because of the higher home prices and thus higher equity in the house, sellers are less likely to be facing foreclosures and short sales. So they don't have a strong motivation to sell. Also, because any new listing is flying off the shelf. In 1-2 days, we hear the house is under attorney review, it's going in contract. It's crazy. It's wild. So the buyers feel there is nothing on the market, because by the time they have looked at the house, think about it, it's gone. However, the mortgage rates are rising. These rising mortgage rates, along with unaffordability, may lead to fewer buyers competing for these houses, and thus they may be sitting on the market for a little longer than what we see right now, thus giving a perception of increased inventory. In current market, it is important to be intentional and competitive in your offerings. Get pre-approved, know what to expect in this market, and bid accordingly.